some tips that our salt intake should not be more than 1 teaspoon per day. Our sugar intake should not be more than 10% of the total calories we eat during the day. And our trans fats also should not be more than 2 grams a day. That's why if you'll notice, most labels now would have this line, the trans fat content. Okay. Now, as to expiry dates, sometimes you will notice it says best before, sometimes naman what's written is used by. Ano bang difference? Pag best before, it means if you take that product before the date indicated on the label, that is the manufacturer's guarantee that you're getting the best quality, no, of the product, or its freshness, it's at its peak. The nutritional content is also guaranteed that whatever is declared on the label, that is what you're really taking. Used by, this one means by this date you should no longer, after this date you should no longer use the product. Especially when it comes to fresh items in the supermarket, like yung mga chicken, meat, yung raw, use by talaga siya. Don't take chances. Likewise, for any product, don't take chances, especially when you're giving it to the child, no? Because this is the guarantee of the manufacturer that it is still fresh and it is still of high quality. After that, you're on your own. And of course, we do not want to take that risk. Now, let me be specific now and go into our Laking Nido Protectado labels. Okay? So I think you have the labels on your table. So if you take a look at the front of pack, what do you see? First and foremost, you see the clear age indication at the bottom. So it's for children above 3 up to 5 years old. And it says it's a preschool powdered milk drink. So do you give it before 3? No. So that's very important information. Then you have the branded active ingredients. Branded active benefits rather, or the functional ingredients, meaning these are not really nutrients but ingredients added to the food to give some health benefit. Like in our case, we have probiotics in the form of Lactobacillus protectus. Why is it branded? It's branded because it's saying this is the specific combination of probiotic bacteria or good bacteria that Nestle is using in the product. Because mind you, even if the product says it has probiotics, it's not a guarantee that the probiotic there will work. It has to be something tested and proven. So if it is branded, then it means there is science or there are clinical studies to prove the benefits of such probiotic strains. Prebio 3 would refer to the food for the good bacteria, which is a combination of your what they call fructooligosaccharides and inulin. Now for the special ingredients like DHA, why do we call it special? Well, it means it's not a requirement for the product to have such ingredient. But that ingredient, when added to the product, will give a special edge or special advantage to your child, which in this particular case is DHA, which of course everybody knows as the fat found in the brain and eyes. Okay, so its function is really for brain development and for visual function. But mind you, do not believe that if the product has DHA, suddenly your child will become an Einstein. All it's saying is this ingredient will support brain and eye function. Okay, next. Uh, then we have at the back of the pack, we have the nutrition facts. So you have the nutrition table where you have the nutritional content as well as the ingredients list in the bottom. For you to know the Nutri table. Then we also have what we call the nutrition facts. So aside from the nutritional content and ingredients list, you have also the good to know, which is at the other side. You have the good to know and the good to remember. For the good to know, it's factual information about the product. But good to remember, it's like a general recommendation given for that particular age group. Okay, so and in Nestle, we call that as the nutritional compass. And of course, do not forget the good to talk, because if you want to give any feedback or there's a concern about the product, then you can call the consumer services hotline. Now, aside from the front of pack and back of pack information, we have also the side panel information where you have what's inside Nido 3 Plus. Then you have there your Lactobacillus protectus, the description as well as its general functions. Likewise for the prebiotics, DHA, and then it says there it has a little honey to make the milk more palatable for the child. And another important information that you can find in the side panel is the preparation instructions. The preparation instructions are very important because if you follow the instructions, then we can guarantee the nutrient delivery found in the nutrition composition table. Meaning per serving, that's exactly what you will get. Now, if you take a closer look also at the label, it says there it's a high source in vitamin A, vitamin C, zinc, and the like. Pag sinabing high source, hindi lang inimbento yun ng kumpanya o hindi lang ibig sabihin na gusto lang namin ilagay na high source. May rule kasi ang Food and Drug Administration. You can only claim a product to be high source of a nutrient if it provides at least 30% or 1/3 of the daily recommended intake for that particular nutrient. So, tignan nyo yung zinc. Ilan ng percent? Percent training for zinc. 37. So, which means it's a high source of zinc. Kasi 37%. Dapat pag 30% or more, that ang high source. Pag nakalagay lang, source of, dapat hindi siya bababa ng 15%. So may basis siya, no? So these are not empty claims. These are really claims that are that have guidelines, no? Both internationally and locally. So basically,
in 1978, it was introduced as a full cream milk. 2000, it was launched as a complete child nutrition system. And in 2016, we now have Nido powdered milk drink, which provides best nutrition for your child at each stage. And one interesting point really is that today Nido is sold in over 80 million countries worldwide, with more than 60 million milk glasses served every day. And I thought that's quite an interesting fact about our brand. This is the Nido family. This is what our current packaging looks like today. We have the growing up milk products. So we have products that Nido 3 Plus is for your kids aged 3 to 4 years old. We also have Nido 5 Plus, which is for kids 5-year-old and above. We also do have our Nido 40 Crow and Nido Chocolate, which is really for children of all ages. That means us. Regardless of what stage, the vision of Nido really is to be mom's #1 partner, to be her ally as in her child's growing up years, because we know that these years are really the critical stages of development, the preschool years of our children. And as a mom, we always want to give what's best for our child. And it's quite difficult because, you know, as being a first-time mom can be quite daunting. Again, we question the things that we do, and we really seek advice, and we need to seek.
Now thinking of him. What about, Shabby, your life changed from like just being you, a single you, all of a sudden you became a mom. How did that change you, and how are you as a mom now?
Ever since becoming a young mother, my life changed drastically in a very positive way. Like when I work right now, I'm much more inspired. I work harder. I have so many goals. When it inspires me to work harder because I think of Zion.